Recently, I see these shorts about the crew of the ship is the hardest, and that is really, really true. And what I have seen also, what is the most difficult part from being on the bulk carrier, it is that the vessel continuously change cargoes. So basically, it can get coal, it can get grain, it can get anything, and that which is make really hard. If you compare with the tankers has just a product, and most of the time you are not going to the cargo holds for cleaning. There is a separate system, crude washing, which has a, let's say, permanent installation, and this installation is used for crude washing in order for cleaning. And that's why I have created this special book in order you have all the knowledge which is necessary. This is a advanced book, and I have also created a advanced course on my main channel, which name is MOC memberships. So on this channel, this is a new channel which is called MOC Talks. My name is Mihail, and today I will share this reason why it is much easier to work on a tanker than in bulk carrier. This is the main reason. As I told you, you have just one product, and the product itself on the tanker it's almost similar. Okay, it changes, but it is mostly similar. Here in this book you can see what is the differences of each crude oil and how to handle them in order to reduce the impact. But in the bulk carrier you have many products, you have different risks, a different profile of risks, and you should also know that one. And also you are not paid that much, which is related to the knowledge that is necessary to have in order to handle bulk carriers. For me, after let's say 20 years of experience, I can say that the bulk carrier it's a much more demandful work physically, and also it does not have the same return of money for the people that are living, let's say, and serve these vessels. That's why most of the companies are shifting from European crews to Asian crew or in other locations because they would like to reduce their expenses. And this is the main reason. Not that the work that you're doing, let's say, it's less competitive. It is, yes, high standard, but they will pay you less for the things that you are doing on board. And basically, yes, this is the biggest shift and change to the crew because, yes, from Europe here, people will demand, people will ask for more, and this is a pain for the ship owners when you're asking more than they are willing to pay. Not that they are not able to pay, but the price that they are not willing to pay, I'm saying. And yes, most of the times it takes, and let's see in the video here, it takes a lot of hours for cleaning. Some of the cleaning between the ports can have a really short time frame, so people most of the time are reaching their limits, our physical limits. And when you are there, you basically does not think that you're doing something, let's say, difficult. You see the thing that, okay, it is part of the job, this is how the things should be. But I can tell you one thing, that no, these things should be differently. And also you should have much higher salary. You should have much more hands in order to complete the work safely. Now, what I have seen from my expertise, the vessels are understaffed, and the vessels will pay you and the ship owners will pay you the bare minimum. Not because you do not deserve it, because they have created that environment which actually benefits them. Okay? And they make you feel, yes, that you are special, that we are caring for you, that we are doing things for you. No, this is not true. This is not true. And basically, if you will look, let's say, something else, outside the shipping, you will find much better opportunities in order to keep the things running. So the story that they are caring about you, that they are giving you a job just to fill your, let's say, paychecks, it's not true. You are the one which creates value, and without you, they are not able to create any value, because they know that vessels need are needing the manpower, are needing people in order to run, and without people, it is impossible to do this job. So that's why they have created also colleges, they have created also maritime schools, so they will pick up you as you are young from the beginning, because at this point it is very easy to manipulate, let's say, an expert which is 20 years on the field, knowing the vessel much better than the owners. And yes, there it is very little thing that you can do. Also the prices, yes, are rise really high, because you know exactly what they earn, what is your value, and how much value you actually bringing to the industry. When you know these values, actually, that most of the seafarers does not know, and that is true, you're able to position yourself much better. Yes, the companies will be still profitable and will able, let's say, to buy vessels, but also their crew will be properly paid. And many times I have seen, let's say, oilers, wipers, they're really suffering. They're really suffering because, first of all, not from the lowest salary, but not having the knowledge to position themselves. And you know, the problem is that they're always thinking, okay, if I will say that thing, I will be replaced by another, let's say, oiler, and he will take my job. This is which keeps you down. This is the things which keeps you down, and you are not able to progress. You are locked in your fear, and this fear the companies are using in order to profit over you, okay, and over your time, because what they're buying is buying your time, spend it on board, also with your knowledge, okay. And now at the moment, basically, how I see the things are progressing is completely different. So basically, when you uh, receive the salary at the moment, it is basically to pay your paper, that you are qualified, that you are certified, and this is the things, yes, that they pay for, let's say, the lowest possible price that they are comfortable with. You can see that you'll be exposed to chemicals for cleaning detergents, and all the things have a tremendous effect also on the health, later on dealing with the health issues. Also, the hard work create a much fast decline in the life expectancy, which is not that you are willing to do, I believe. So it's completely different if you compare the office job. They're sitting there, they're taking, I believe, if you compare, because they're working, let's say, 1 year full completely, they earn much more than you are earning on board. So this is a imbalance which needs to be physically and financially fixed. But until you will not take any actions, this will be continue and continue. Okay. So share this video, like this video, subscribe to the channel, to my new channel, in order to shift this, let's say, yes, this approach from the owners, and they actually pay you what you actually deserve. Because if your salary will be increased, you will be much better to serve your communities, and your communities will be better developed. And less money, yes, will go to the owners, less money, a little bit less, not that much. So they will not build so many, let's say, vessels, okay, so many vessels, and they became billionaires and trillionaires. Because also what you provide, it is your life. Basically, they are buying your life. They're not buying your time, they're buying your completely life. And you have think about it. There is also an option that you does not think about that anything. You continue like that. You continue to serve them as they instruct you. This is also the possibility, and you will not see any change happening soon or ever. So basically, you will feed the system with your, let's say, ignorance and your unwillingness to improve, and this will continue to the next and next generations. Because yes, if you do not stand for what you are doing and what you are represent, then they will stand on you. And believe me, for the ship owners, for the company owners, they do not even think that if you are, let's say, suffering on board, that if you are working 10 to 12 hours more, or if you are making overtime, they do not give a, let's say, yes, anything about that, okay? They do not think, yes, about you. That is the truth. And yes, wherever you are doing there, wherever you are doing more and more and more things, yes, that just adds more weight to you and your relatives, but not to the owner. Okay, the owner, he's sleeping, he's eating, he's doing whatever he likes, and personally, yes, does not thinking about you. So that is it. That is it. The same thing also happens with the crew. Yes, crew managers, they will lick your ears in order to send you to the vessel with the less money they can, because the market, yes, the market, it is, they communicate with each other to see what salary they will give and what the salary they will provide at that specific time. Will they increase or they will decrease? That really matters from the market between these shipping companies. So have your mind open. When you have your mind open, you are open also to new opportunities. Look also for different opportunities while you are, let's say, off the vessel. Maybe you will find something which fulfills you much more, because all the life, it's not just only the vessel, it's also the life outside, and you should live it. Because what I believe and how I also step out from the vessel, I think, okay, with all that knowledge that I have, with all the things that I have in mind, I can survive everywhere. Because basically, even working, let's say, for the best, let's say, for example, yes, shipping companies around the globe and oil majors around the globe, basically, I was the one who bring the value for the companies, okay? So it is just one direction, because I build the knowledge, I build the way and the proper mindset, and then I was able to bring value to the companies. And the companies really paid me a tiny fraction from what I was bringing for them. I'm not always, I'm not thinking that way that the company bring me value. I'm thinking the way that I bring value to the company. So it is a completely different approach. And when you think this way, you truly value yourself. And I always advise you to value yourself. You are the main character. You are the most important thing that you have in life, and you have to support it properly. So you are feeling good of what you are doing, on the services that you are providing. If you are not feeling good, simply give it up. Nothing goes wrong by giving up, and let them cook their next, let's say, approach. So position yourself ahead, position yourself with the knowledge, by the education, and this is the way only forward, by knowing things that others are struggle. When you will know the things, you will be much better for your future. Thank you very much. Stay tuned. Subscribe to MOC Talks. My name is Mihail. And also subscribe to MOC memberships, where you can find the most exclusive maritime material. Thank you and see you in the next video. Bye bye.